What's up, everyone, and welcome back to King's Advisors. I hope everyone had a great weekend. It's been a great first week of this channel, but you know what? We've got a pretty cool video to talk about today. Some relatively big, sizable, big news came out this past weekend about Donald Trump getting this really huge gift from Qatar. The royal family wants to give Trump this like luxury 747. And a lot of people are kind of freaking out about it, talking about how this is an attempt by the Qatarian royal family to bribe Trump, that this is a uh emolument, which we're not going to call it that because I can't say that more than once in this video. That violates the United States Constitution, and we're going to talk about that today. So, first off, what everyone's talking about, this is something that, if anyone remembers, probably about 2010, I believe, Barack Obama was supposed to get like this honorary title bestowed upon him by, I think it was either Japan or some Middle Eastern country. And this kind of became a big deal by people that uh, wanted Obama out of office. They were claiming this was a violation of Article 1, Section 9, Clause 8, the titles of nobility and foreign gifts clause. It's that E word that, like I said, I'm only going to say it once because I can't say it. And it just didn't. It just didn't. So this also doesn't really violate it. It could, it absolutely could. But the way that this deal has been structured is it isn't the Qatarian royal family giving a gift to Donald Trump. It's the Qatarian royal family giving a gift to the Department of Defense. So let's look at this first. Okay, so this is what the clause says. No title of nobility shall be granted by the United States, and no person holding any office or of profit or trust under them shall, without the consent of the Congress, accept any present, gift, office, or title of any kind whatever from any king, prince, or foreign state. Okay, so this is what that means. That if the King of England shows up and says, Donald Trump, President Donald Trump, Congressman Scott, whatever, I want you to have this bottle of scotch. Well, that's a gift. Valued now, it definitely depends on how much it's valued over. The numbers vary, but in some cases, it's basically a thing about $480. If the gift that they receive is over $480, they have to report it on their annual financial statement. Uh, for bigger gifts and things that the president receives, Congress is supposed to approve that gift. Now, approval is iffy. What does that mean? That's the question here, because approval has happened in a bunch of different ways over the past 226 years. So we've had approval by consent, which is basically the two houses have filed a joint resolution saying um, the president is allowed to accept this gift from this country. We've had congressional review, which is basically the House Committee on Oversight and Accountability or the Senate Foreign Relations Committee looks at the request, they review it, and they basically decide whether or not it aligns with national interests or if it's going to place any sort of like burden on that office to the foreign entity. So in this is kind of where the concern would be. Okay. Does this gift place any burden on Donald Trump to act in a manner favorable to Qatar? Well, Qatar is a ally of the United States. They've done. They're not great people. I mean, a lot of those Middle Eastern countries are not great people, but they've done several deals with the U.S. and they've been involved. If I remember correctly. I could be wrong about this. If I am, someone please correct me in the comments. But they've also been heavily involved in deals with peace in the Middle East. You know, I believe Qatar was one of the leaders in the conversation that brought about the Abraham Accords. So, they've played a pretty big role and they've been a pretty good ally. Now, how does this affect Trump's reliance on them? Well, I think it's safe to say that Trump is not really reliant on any foreign government. He's not going to sit there and say, "Oh, you did this for me, so I'm going to make sure your trade deals are great." That's not Donald Trump. And when you look at the kind of person Trump is, you want to look at the spirit of the law, the spirit of the decisions around this law. And it's pretty clear from the spirit of the law that the purpose of it is to make sure that the leader of our country is not beholden to another country. So tr- Trump's not going to be beholden to anybody. So you can look at the spirit of that and kind of throw out this whole clause. And we're not worried about that. But then let's look at the past, okay? Well, there have been arguments in the past that deals with Trump's different hotels and foreign nationals violate this clause. Well, Congress hasn't done anything about it, which means they've accepted it by being quiet about it. It's basically informal consent, and Congress is famous for doing that. Well, I won't say famous, but that's what Congress has consistently done when it comes to this issue for probably about the last 20 to 30 years. They just don't say anything and they let the president or the senator or whoever accept the gift. Now, again, this is a bit different. This isn't a $3,000 watch, it's a $400 million airplane. It's a little different. But again, the deal is structured so that it does not go to Trump directly. It's not a gift to Donald J. Trump. It's a gift to the Department of Defense. Therefore, it bypasses this clause, and everyone flipping out about it just needs to get over it. Okay, you're not going to win. This is the gift to the Department of Defense to use as a replacement for Air Force One while the new Air Force One is being finalized. Now, my only concern here is this is still a gift that the president is going to conduct business on from a foreign government that could be a national security risk. So all I want is confirmation from the DOD, DOJ, whoever, that they have checked out the plane, they've scrubbed it, they've gone in and out, they've checked the electronics, they've checked the cup holders, they've checked the plumbing, and that there aren't listening devices or devices that are going to be contrary to our national interest. That's all I'm really concerned about. Guys, if you're concerned about anything else, if you think I'm way off base here, I'm curious what y'all have to say. Please like and subscribe. And don't forget to comment your thoughts. They always interest me. I always respond. And if you've got any ideas or any questions about things, go ahead and comment those as well. I'll have more stuff coming out this week. I hope you'll have a great day.